You open your eyes, and instantly your heart is racing. You feel rushed, you reach for your phone, and before your feet even touch the floor, you are already stressed. To understand why that happens, look at this waveform. This slow, undulating line represents your brain's delta state. It is the rhythmic frequency that dominates your mind while you are in deep sleep. But when a blaring alarm jolts you awake, or you instantly check your screen, that slow rhythm shatters. The line spikes into rapid, chaotic, high-frequency zigzags known as beta waves. Your brain is instantly placed on high alert. By jumping straight from deep delta to chaotic beta, you bypass the essential transitional states of theta and alpha. You force your biology directly into a fight-or-flight panic response. Ripping your brain out of its natural sleep cycle this way essentially sets a baseline of high-alert stress before your day has even begun. We can fix this with a dedicated 30-minute routine. This sequence is designed using neuroscience to actively capture the missing theta and alpha brainwave states before the day begins. Before we start, you need to set the boundaries. You will need a physical journal and a pen, and you must leave your smartphone completely out of reach. 0 notifications. There is also a strict chemical rule you must follow. No caffeine intake for the first hour of your day. Pouring coffee immediately upon waking introduces an artificial stimulant right when your brain is trying to naturally sequence its waves. It forces beta waves too early, leaving you with jittery anxiety instead of focused calm. Protecting your first 30 minutes from digital inputs and artificial stimulants provides the biological foundation required to build a stress-resistant brain. To prepare your body, swap the jarring alarm for a gentle, progressive tone. The night before, tell yourself the exact time you need to wake up, a technique called pillow talk that primes your internal biological clock. Once you are awake, follow the 6-step movers framework. Step 1 is M, meditation, and it takes exactly 5 minutes. Sit up, close your eyes, and do nothing. Let your thoughts flow without trying to judge or control them. This simple act tells your brain it is safe, allowing those calm alpha waves to build. Next is step 2, O, oxygenation and sunlight. Set a timer for another 5 minutes. Step outside. You need natural sunlight entering your eyes while you perform deep, cyclic breathing, inhaling slowly and exhaling completely. Look at how this works biologically. When natural light hits your eye, the beam travels back to activate a specific node called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. That activation kickstarts your entire circadian rhythm. In just 10 minutes, you have safely pulled your brain out of sleep and naturally ignited your body's energy systems, entirely without an alarm bell or a drop of coffee. Moving to step 3, V, visualization, another 5 minutes. Keep your eyes closed. Mentally rehearse the precise execution of the day's upcoming tasks. Picture yourself walking into that meeting, delivering that presentation, or handling a difficult conversation perfectly. Researchers at Harvard studied piano players to see how effective this is. They compared a group playing physical keys to a group that only mentally rehearsed playing the same notes. The scans revealed that both groups shared nearly identical patterns of growth in the brain's motor cortex. This suggests that the mind processes focused visualization using many of the same neurological circuits required for physical action. Step 4 is E, exercise. 5 minutes of deliberate movement. You don't need a heavy workout here. Focus on cross-lateral exercises, like touching your opposite knee to your elbow, and single-leg balance holds. By combining mental visualization with balance-focused physical exercises, you force your left and right brain hemispheres to coordinate. You are physically building neural strength before your workday even begins. Step 5 brings us to R, reading. 5 minutes. Read a physical book with positive material or written affirmations. Your subconscious is highly receptive right now, making it the perfect time to absorb intentional information from paper, not a glowing screen. We finish with step 6, scribing. 5 minutes on the clock and your routine is complete. Open your journal and write down your current stressors to physically release them from your mind. Then write out your clear, specific targets for the day. Keeping a strict 5-minute timer for each of these steps prevents you from overcomplicating the process. It is a boundary that defeats the brain's natural tendency to procrastinate. Replacing digital scrolling with tactile reading and writing captures your subconscious mind exactly when it is most open to positive programming. In exactly 30 minutes, you have guided your brain through a safe sequence. You moved out of delta sleep, harnessed your creative theta waves, built a foundation of calm alpha waves, and smoothly arrived at an alert beta state. Check the schematic of the brain in this state. The glowing prefrontal cortex, your logic and control center, expands and takes control, actively suppressing the amygdala, the tiny pulsing node responsible for fear and stress. Establishing this biological hierarchy helps you regulate your emotional responses. With the prefrontal cortex dominant, small frustrations are much less likely to derail your morning or cloud your judgment. You trade the anxiety, lethargy, and mental fog of a smartphone-first morning for a baseline of clarity and focus. Grab a sticky note tonight and write down the letters MOVERS. Put it next to your bed. Tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone or pour a cup of coffee, give your brain 30 minutes to check all 6 boxes.